song like make you cry like Black Rasta. Yeah.
Children eat. Yeah. Everybody's tummy matters.
Yeah. When it comes to food, you want to adopt.
Food is very important.
Yeah, you eat what you want to do. That's grace right there. Because you're in a position where you have enough money to buy what you want to eat.
I'm okay.
And you feel for.
I'm alright.
The little things we should be grateful for, eh?
Right?
I tell you. From the days we used to wait till Christmas or Easter to eat chicken. And now all you do is just go onto a food app.
For our day to carry.
You understand? The things we are not grateful for, it will shock you. Anyway, so yes, welcome to the trends.
Thank you.
Let's get right into it. All right.
Mm-hmm. So, yesterday we're speaking about, the incident that happened in Ashaiman. Advocating for the heads to come in to speak to it. But, they released,
the military high command.
Yes, saying that it wasn't aimed at causing harm to the people there. They just wanted to do a swoop. And even in the process, they ended up, picking up. They said they picked up suspects between the age 21 to 47 years old, and they've handed them to the military police to, be sent to the Ghana police for screening and further action. And they also picked up some 29 slaps and 57 mini slaps of suspected Indian hemp and amnesia, among other forms of the narcotics. So, you're trying to just pick up some suspects and people in the area, but maybe, they definitely acknowledge the fact that they understand that innocent people, were also caught up in the process, and that's it wasn't supposed to be, but unfortunately they were at the wrong places.
Folks were caught.
Exactly.
I have my own reservations with that statement, but
True.
Personally, I have my reservations, but I'll keep it at that. But I'm hoping whatever you do, whatever action, especially when you're in a position of influence, whatever you decide to do, maybe you should also look at the impact it has on the society in general. All right? Yeah. Nobody is calling what the folks or few riffraffs did in Ashaiman as good, or nobody's protecting that. But the way you react to some of this things also goes to show leadership. Yeah. And I'm not sure they show that.
No.
All right. So let's get into the other bit. International Women's Day is trending. A lot of folks are speaking. People are sharing their mothers and their wives. What is happening to
They're women.
Like, hello. You people, we get it. We get it. You've been waiting for this opportunity for too long. We get it. All right. We're not even mad right now.
No, we can't even be mad.
No, we're okay with you. Yeah. So it's okay. Why? Continue.
People have very nice
Destroy
pictures,
our timelines.
Photo shoots and all that. I'm liking it. I like it.
It is all good. No problem.
We like it.
Yeah, the president has been trending as well. Yes. We got a few bites. To play. He said a lot of things. But he says his government is putting in work. You understand? We say they deliberately go do any reckless borrowing beer and spending beer. They know what is happening. Yes. They are working to fix things. Take a listen.
Beyond the use of COVID funds, there are legitimate questions being asked about how the country's debt situation got to where it is. Mr. Speaker, let me state emphatically that we have not been reckless in borrowing and in spending.
All right, and beyond that, we also had the first gentleman talk about the COVID funds. If you missed it, take a listen.
Beyond the use of COVID funds, there are legitimate questions being asked. We were all in together. Mr. Speaker, it is precisely because the economic fallout from the pandemic is so widespread and long-lasting that it is important to show clearly that the COVID-19 funds were not misused. It is critical that we do not lose the confidence of the people that a crisis that they were led to believe we were all in together was abused for personal gain. Mr. Speaker, it was government that asked for the COVID funds to be audited. And I can assure this House that nothing dishonorable was done with the COVID funds.
Oh, hey, now here we say. Tomorrow, I really want to hear Johnny's bite. I also want to pay attention to what Black Rasta's got to say. He started warming up today, but yeah, the conversation is online, folks. We got snippets of all this on our social media page and our website, 3news.com as well. Whatever interpretations you want to give to this, you're allowed to, all right? You're in your right sense frame of mind to do so. It's your money we are talking about here. Yeah. And I'm sure whatever interpretations you want to give to this too, you're feeling the impact. And where you did it be you? That's the question we're asking. Did it be you? Is that the real state of your pocket affairs? And things they happen for your side? And show us the way, chairwoman. That's what you're saying. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah. So, I mean, a bit internationally. We've heard, I don't know if you've watched it, but Chris Rock, released his 1 hour long comedy on Netflix. Yeah. And people have been talking. People have their own reservations. People are punching holes into whatever he said. But the parts that really got a lot of people talking was like getting to the ending where, he spoke about what happened about a year ago with Will Smith. He spoke. He spoke.
Free mind small for that side. He spoke.
He really did. And I think some people felt that, he was being a bit too harsh. But have you been slapped before?
Publicly?
Publicly.
Watched by millions globally?
With your hands behind you?
Yes.
Listen. I do not think that there was... I mean, Mr. Doku
put up a post.
A whole write-up about it.
But then he puts up the post, talks about what other people are saying, what he thinks, and then gets to score the post or score the 1 hour thing, 5.5 over 10. And I'm like, that score represents all you've said and what others are saying,
right?
Because I think it was a good job done.
I think it was.
I enjoyed it. I've always been a Chris Rock fan. But
for me, I am not. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I mean, not that I have anything against it. But this was my first time actually, watching like a whole. And I honestly, I laughed the whole time. I loved it from beginning to end. Even getting to find out that he has a license to talk about any topic and all of that. So
and the world is woke these days, so you're scared to say things that, especially when it comes to comedy. I know for comedians, some of them, based on their personal belief, they'll go to where people don't want to go. Yeah, they'll talk about everything else. Yes, I still find jokes around anything sexual harassment not funny. I still find jokes around anything maybe to my extent body shaming, but hey, I'll do that to myself. Yes, I wouldn't do that to you. That's the kind. But some too, Charlie, they go all out. Yeah, and I think that's what makes them stand out, right? They're just different.
The beauty of the comedy.
That they go where others fear to go, and I think
if you don't talk about it, then what you
understand? You understand?
What should they talk about? Honestly, then everybody will just start going by the same script, talking about the same things. But
and everybody work for this world inside. Everybody knows what is too right, and people can know the other people on my job self past them. Yeah, that's where we find ourselves where we are. The world is no longer laughing.
But he was,
and it's sad.
I don't know why.
It's a sad world.
I just think that he was actually very.
So only the sad boys are winning. Black Odems. It's a sad world.
No. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. So guys, check it out for yourselves. And I'm sure you also have your opinion or reservation.
I think he played it safe. It was good.
That's right. Good one. Okay. Let's talk about money first, real quick. He's been speaking at the University of Ghana, and there was a special program held, and he was one of the speakers on there. Shots going out to UG, and I see the direction they're going. Well, he's been asking the media, especially, not to force celebrities or people with numbers to speak on every issue. Yeah. I agree partly to that, but I also believe that you have the power to say you have limited knowledge on the subjects. Yes. And the fact that they open mic for means they just free your mind or say anything. And in there, it's hidden a lot of untruth, So if you don't have much to say, just shush. Yes. Let's take a listen to Manifest.
Not every artist is supposed to be a voice for you outside of their music. They might not even have the capability. They will fumble this thing. One of the things I absolutely do not enjoy is the fact that when most of our artists, when I say most African artists go on these international media platforms, they are questioning them like all of them are Fela Kuti. No, my guy, you don't develop that capability overnight to be able to have a clarity of thought about social issues, your political views, ideology. It is very different from being able to put a song together that's a rallying cry. So I would even encourage people who are around a lot of African artists to protect them in these situations. Tell your people that, when you get there and they're asking you these questions, rephrase it and tell them what it is that you do and your part and roles in these things. Don't let anybody turn you into a historian when you're not. And if you want to be, prepare yourself.
That's it, yeah, African Mind original. Gary soakings for breakfast, noodles for supper.
Yeah.
Well, for me, a bit, I dropped some. But I feel musicians too, therefore work on them, but they read a few of. Because, I mean, if you come on my show, and definitely I'll be asking things from this international platform. They ask you because you're from Africa, you're from Ghana. They don't go through questions about Egypt. They go through questions about Asia, and you knowing very well you don't live there. So once you want that international exposure, I think you should be well ready enough. And gather knowledge. Your people fulfilled you. I think it's crazier. The workload up there is even tougher than when you are coming up.
It is.
Because now you'd have to live up to a lot of expectations. You for day everywhere. Unless you don't want to see yourself up. Once you catch there, you don't even control what these people throw at you.
We can even see very clearly with Nigeria, you know, when the elections and they were all going at Burna Boy, Whiskey, Individual, because they hadn't spoken. They hadn't said anything. And Burna Boy is like, listen, I'm not going to force you to vote for somebody and then you come and blame me when the person messes up. Because you have the right to vote. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. If I come in now, my fans are going to say, okay, maybe because Burna Boy is on this side and he doesn't want that to happen. So, people were expecting him to be a voice, to say something, to probably give them, some upon who to vote for and all that. But listen, it's your own right. And I think another important thing that I picked from Manifest's speech was the fact that you need to have somebody around you to guide you in these situations.
Yeah, true.
That's something that I think most artists lack. Because you're going in there, definitely there should be someone that probably goes ahead of you to find out, okay, what are we talking about? What's the main point? How far are you going to go? How far are you going to push? Not to get the details, but just, a little knowledge on that. Inform the artist, this is what's going to happen. This is how far they might go. So when they go this way, do this, do that. And that works. But you just leave them to their fate because, it is this person, it's that person. So they just leave them. I know that also from the journalist side, to most of us do our research before we get into speaking to whoever we're talking to. So if you see that the person is not a historian, we wouldn't even bother to speak to the person. But when we see that, okay, this person is very passionate about advocacy, the person is very passionate about history, the person is passionate about the history of music and all that, we're definitely going to push to that side. So I think it's just everybody has a part to play in that, and then we'll be fine.
So we move on to Shyman again. They are still back in the trends, making number 1, 2 sports. And it's believed that the soldier was murdered over a girl.
Yes.
And I'm finding out that, and I'm like, whoa.
That was another post I saw.
Depriving this nation a soldier because of a girl.
And it's an issue of the fact that she had another guy, and then this was just another one. So the other guy allegedly was the one that sent people to.
So Stoneboy has been talking.
Yeah.
I think the first live video he did, a lot of people were like, hey, say something. And we like into you get boys for ground. So they feed them with info because you know they Ghana. And we'll play parts and portions of what he's been saying.
If I not do like that, you saw that way you go the community, somebody kill somebody. If you not do like that, you saw that way you go the community, somebody kill somebody. What's the level be this crowd? Okay. Yeah, son. Every day level be this crowd. Yo, this thing every day. But I just pray say this thing make everything go cool. The police go do their work, the soldiers go do their work. Make everything go one law, the police go do their work. But ultimately, make we look at the cause of the matter. It didn't be say if it is true. Somebody go, somebody in there where they can't catch up. Somebody go, somebody in there where they can't catch up. Make with the wise, they stop all this kind. Make with the wise, secret. The Bible said they stop say, "Obi yiri the men call, Obi get men call." God said, "Obi yiri the men call, Obi get men call." God said, ever upward. See? Them a talk about.
The unofficial landlord was Shyman speaking.
Well, like I said, if the army is actually really looking forward to finding whoever did what, and this has come up, I think we have a lead.
Yeah,
we have a lead.
Definitely.
Just
I trust that they will do their job.
Yes.
And if you read the statement of the military high command, they made mention of the fact that they open to leads, info from people. Yes. But then again, you find out, you ask yourself which intel they went first hand, whether they were doing recce or anyway, it's okay.
The girl even posted a video.
Yeah,
the supposed girlfriend posted a video.
Oh, really?
Yes, you are still forever in my heart. She did like a collage of the guy.
After the incident?
After the incident.
Okay. You're kind to be brave.
International Women's Day.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, serious matter?
Yeah, I'm serious. Forever in my heart, them sharing very cute. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. I have nothing to say. I want to end it there.
Something.
Yeah, I want to end it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We continue with more music right here on the 3FMDrive. Thank you so much, Adwoa. Noella, so what's the plan for later today? International Women's Day.
There's no plan.
You just work.
There's no plan. I'm just going to sleep after.
We don't cut cake. We don't go.
Cake for who?
Oh. But I like the attention we are giving international. See, we demand the same.
When is
19th November, I want to refresh my date today. we would demand the same treatment, guys. This one that they are channeling all the marketing promos for International Women's Day conferences. And conferences near here. Conferences, and women into the. We know ball. When the time comes.
We got you, don't worry.
Yo, I'm going to focus on November. So Christmas is back. Christmas. Debbie, we know hey. Yo. Thank you so much. All right, back to some more music.